Yeah, I'll be honest, I have no idea why the game... Look at this. Like, stuck in the door, but, well, the game turns her around. It's very strange. Outside the Seedy Tavern is a bald gnome with a mustache. Oddly, he appears bright-eyed and friendly, oblivious to his own poverty in the gloom of the plague. Mad? Probably. If the key doesn't work, Lilly might see if he works the front door or something. Alright, so here is the front door to the Seedy Tavern. Alright, the stray ruffian. Fool. Has everyone gone plague mad? Attacking the Inquisitor General in broad daylight. In front of the Seedy Tavern, no less. Lilly notices a sewer grate here behind the tavern. One that she hadn't noticed before, as her and Little Red were too busy robbing Lord Androd Golden's estate nearby. She only hopes that if Vengaul went into hiding with this prized item, that he didn't go into the sewers with it. It'd be just her luck. Lilly tries Callik's iron key at the back door of the tavern, and sure enough, it works. Inside Jim Seedy's tavern, it's as if the sailors have brought the briny sea air in with them. Lilly's nose is assaulted by stale sweat and the usual stale ale. An auctioneer, bloodsailors, and patrons both rowdy and drunk. One, a bold man, appears about 2 drinks away from being flat on his back. Amidst it all, a rather homely-looking girl by the door. She smiles while patting the hilt of her dagger as Lilly approaches.
You behave in here! Things are rough enough without bringing the chaos on the streets in here.
Or here's Avista at the Seedy Tavern, asking how busy it is. Boy, howdy, you don't know how busy. I'm run off my feet. Everybody's desperate to get in for some reason. Or asking if she's heard about anything odd. Nothing yet, and they always warn the person working the door. Or supposedly she's doing just that then, working the door. Just supposed to be an auction tonight. Well, it sounds like Lilly showed up just in time then. Must be something good on the block for so many people to show up, though. Keep it quiet while you're here, Don't need any trouble. So Lilly's arrived just in time to place her bid. She has 32 smugglers' coins for it, and if that's not enough, she'll exercise her right as the Inquisitor General. The auctioneer, however, appears bothered by something.
Greetings.
Alright, so here's the auctioneer. Blasted Vengaul! I'll pay good money for some of these things, and now he's late getting the show going. Ah, heck with it. Anyone want to buy some things? I've got smugglers' coin specials. Alright, so it sounds like the auction's being cancelled. Asking why? Because my premier item isn't here. Vengaul said he had a great showpiece item for sale, and now he's not here. Just isn't worth the fuss of an auction if I don't have something to excite people and drive prices up. I've got to recover costs, so Vengaul could just sit on is integral to the plague cure item for all I care. Of course, we had heard that anyone interested in a cure for the plague would be interested in this item that Vengaul apparently did not bring into the auction. Alright, asking what these special smugglers' coin specials are. Says he has a number of things, including weapons, armor, or miscellaneous goods. A magical cloak made by nymphs. A steal at 14 smugglers' coins. How many does she even have? Wow, 32. Of course, that sounds like a nymph's cloak. Magical sash. Look at it shimmer. Yeah, I think she wants to look at everything else first. We're making a decision. Magical breastplate. A shield. Suit of magical leather. Double axe. Oh, here you go. Magical longsword. That she's actually interested in. She wants to commission the Astral Blade from Marrok as a ceremonial weapon for the Inquisitor General. So she'll probably do that, at least. And he has a magical morning star. Alright, buying the longsword. Everything else will be simply to probably just sell. She already has a sash of shimmering. Alright, buying the cloak. She has 8 smugglers' coins left. You know what? I think she has fairy dust. Could be combined with the morning star. Something for Marrok. So as an investment, probably just get that. I don't think she can afford anything else then. 3. Yeah, alright. No time for me. I've got to move this stuff out and go restock. Won't be here forever. Not bad for a bit of glass coin. Given a dime in Marrok can now forge an Astral Blade, the ceremonial weapon of choice for Inquisitor General Black. And given fairy dust, he can also forge a drone Morning Star. She's not even sure what it does, but imagines it would turn a profit nonetheless. And a Nymph Cloak, bearing an enchantment that can enhance one's physical attractiveness. Lily's just glad as a wizard that she doesn't have to resort to silly trinkets like these.
Greetings.
Come on, people. I've got stuff to sell. Don't make me carry it all home. It's not going to be an auction. Alright. Let's look what his normal wares are. And only 3 smugglers' coins left, as worthless as their previous owner. The auctioneer carries an interesting Thieves Hood. Some believe thieves' guilds back in the glory days outfitted even its lowliest members with similarly incredibly wondrous wares. He also carries, unsurprisingly, a belt of agility, another bit of gear of interest to rogues. Supposedly, Ronger Delphos, a successful merchant from Waterdeep, tired of the local thieves guild, attempted to form a sort of anti-thieves guild of his own. The guild hired former thieves to be security experts, as well as to guard other merchants in the city of Splendors. Some of the items these thief guards were equipped with were wands charged with hold person spells, allowing them to capture and interrogate would-be thieves. To counter this, the Thieves Guild developed belts of agility, a product of the escalating war between thieves and merchants. Lilly secures a room for her and Little Red upstairs, and is told there is even a heated steam bath available for guests. Steamier than the plane itself, he said, a place to go and sweat off the day's troubles. Otherwise, the auction has been cancelled, and Vengaul has an item integral to the plague cure. Likely a Waterdhavian creature, or at least the partial remains of one. And the undersellers? It appears as if the Bloodsailors have conscripted the tavern chef of all people to guard the door. Although quite large, he doesn't look well trained. And in fact, they didn't even give him a weapon. The metal door he's guarding looks like more of an obstacle than him. It's been a long night, and Lily's rather looking forward to the Seedy Tavern's amenities. A smile comes to her face as she imagines herself wrapped in a towel, warm and cozy, the ache and pain of her shoulder soothed away by the warm steam, and Little Red's nimble fingers, her fine features glistening in the hot, misty air. And the most foul reek of body odor. A man, a dwarf. Lilly grimaces as the hairs on his old but naked body come into focus, glistening in the mist, his sweat sizzling on his fat, swollen belly. And he gives a friendly smile to the ladies. Of course he does. The pervert. Lilly's warm and cozy little dream of Little Red in a little towel evaporated. In its place, the solidified stench and sight of roast dwarf, and no less hairy than any of his kind. It's almost as if the bristles were sprouting before her very eyes, nurtured by the steam of the bath. Thoroughly disgusting and cause for her to shudder. They certainly won't be joining him. She wouldn't even entertain returning if he was to leave, and they had the whole tavern to themselves. He's contaminated the entire bath, every last square, sweaty inch of it.
Fair enough.
Though she refuses to give up hope on a shoulder rub, and tells Sharwyn that her mistress will need her help later tending to her wounded shoulder. Where is Bones? And the spider? No. Lilly can hardly believe it. They're basking in that dirty dwarf drizzle.
You just follow me and stay close.
Fair enough.
Disgusting. How could they? Though they are animals, or vermin, which seem to favor revolting things, she supposes. Nevertheless, Lilly scolds Bones in an infernal black tongue, reminding him that if she wanted him to smell like hot hairy dwarf, she'd have collared herself a Durgar for a familiar, and not a panther. Finally, their room, Seedy Tavern room number 2, though it does seem a bit dark.
Fair enough.
Sharwyn agrees. She can hardly see the keyhole she's attempting to pick.
Done and done.
And apparently Bones could hardly see that the rusty raconteur was working on it. The ladies agree. They'll at least look at the next room. And Lilly'd be lying if she said she wasn't hoping it'd be a single. There's nothing improper about sharing a bed, mind you. In fact, it's quite common while on the road. Lilly just craves the intimacy. Is the spider still... No. Is he still basking in that accursed air? She'll wait to dismiss the disturbed critter until their room's been secured. Okay. No muggers or thugs lying in wait. Seedy Tavern room number 3. It's the one furthest from the sauna, which suits Lilly perfectly, double or no.
Fair enough.
Lilly realizes the tavern doesn't provide its own robes, like the Shining Serpent did.
Done and done.
Lilly misses hers from Duramore. Things that Lilly likes and dislikes, in no particular order. Number 200. Lounging robes. Like a pure white bathing robe. There is no better way to enjoy a luxurious lifestyle than in the leisure of a lounging robe. And not those cheap house cloaks one can purchase from Aurora whole realms for only 5 coin apiece. A real one. Thick and wide enough to wrap around the entire body, and long enough to avoid errant indiscretions, with a collar and a second layer stitched on the inside for maximum comfort. Oh, and deep, pointless pockets. Nothing says wealthy like pointless pockets. Without the benefit of a comfortable robe or pointless pockets, Lilly goes on to organize her spellbook. She returns to preparing Charm Person, as her eagle's feather just doesn't seem to be doing the trick when it comes to bartering. And she had forgot to previously prepare her new spell, Isaac's Lesser Missile Storm, which she does now. Finally time for Little Red and her nimble fingers. Sharwyn dutifully kneads her mistress's shoulder as Lilly closes her eyes and sighs, listening to her sweet songbird softly sing, and offers a bare neck, just wishing for a peck. An endearment that never came, or if it had, Lilly was so exhausted she likely passed out before it did. She praises Little Red for her magical manipulators. She feels entirely refreshed, almost invigorated. A good start for the day indeed. And no more horrible horoscopes in effect either, advocating exercise and warning about sharp objects. Today, Lilly will instead dictate her own. A good day for fighting pirates. Avoid hairy-backed dwarves.